Alright. Welcome back to the sign. We have one objective down, two more to go. The next objective is to not die from Sarina, so we have to arrange a trade, also to help save Kiara. We have to do that as well, but primarily we just don't want to die, so we have to do a trade with Unknown. Give Sarina's files over. Unknown gives Kiara over. Everyone's happy. And Kiara's safe. The other objective is to not get our ass kicked by Timon's, little bully friend. The one objective that we did complete was we saved Hannah. We saved Hannah from Tina and Emily, primarily Emily, but we saved Hannah from Emily with a little bit of help from Tina, and Tina did surrender herself to Helmut and the police, and hopefully she'll get the help that she needs. It did seem like Tina did stand up to Emily, and maybe that's all that needed to happen, and now Tina can live a happy and free life. If you don't remember what happened in that video, check in the top right corner. You can see that card right there of what happened previously on the sign. So we have an organ party here with Cedric, so it's about time. It's about to go down. We're headed there now. How long will it take you to get to the cemetery? It's getting serious, guys. Thank you for doing this for us. So, how long is it going to take for you guys to get to the cemetery? I think that's going to be important. We only have about an hour left. I think 9:30 is when we're supposed to die or something like that. I think that's when our time is up. I don't remember exactly, but we have like an hour left. It's getting close. The cemetery is a good 30 minutes away. 30-minute walk away. So, jump in a car and get there in 5. Like, I still wonder why he chose Sarina's grave as the handover location. It's got to be obvious, right? Unknown chose Sarina's grave as the handoff location because Unknown did something to Sarina. Even if it doesn't seem like it at first glance, there are many reasons for it. First, it is very quiet and secluded place that the kidnapper can quickly enter and leave. The cemetery area is easy to observe. He will be able to watch you from all sides. Furthermore, I assume that the murderer has an emotional attachment to this place. The emotional attachment being that he killed Sarina, she or he, whoever the Unknown is. It's therefore quite possible the cemetery was chosen not just for tactical reasons, but for personal ones. Norma, I can't even think about it. Cedric, Tessa, please be careful and proceed with caution. We all know what this guy is capable of. He's already killed a couple people. With caution, this is the wrong time to be cautious. All of our lives depend on what is about to happen to Tessa and me. As soon as I catch sight of that son of a bitch, guys, I'm going to rip that fucking mask off his dirty face. I have a bad feeling. I have a feeling Cedric's not going to be able to hold his temper, and Unknown is going to do something, and I think something bad is going to happen to Cedric. It's just leading in that direction. Cedric is too emotional. He reacts on emotion, and it's not going to be good. Have you gone completely mad? I'm afraid that's the wrong strategy. That's right, Cedric. Finish this wanker off. Finish this wanker off, Cedric. Henry Strasser what would be your approach? You know what, Cedric? Cedric? Finish this wanker off. I'm going to throw him right in there. Finish this wanker off, Cedric. Oh, man. I wonder if I just killed Cedric. I hope I didn't. Cedric, your heroism is appreciated, but a hit or miss approach is far too risky and absolutely not effective. I don't need to remind you that Sarina's killer is in possession of a gun, the trigger of which seems to be very loose. Very true. I have to agree with Helmut. Our intended goal is to unmask the killer without exposing you to direct danger. Cedric, you should really trust the professionals here. Sounds kind of logical to me. How are they going to do that? Answer, nothing. might be the one time I don't make a response just to see what Cedric does. Or maybe Cedric might just agree with them, because it seems like it won't give me a response to kind of like egg Cedric on even more. Because I kind of want to right now. I just want to egg him on. I just want to see what happens. But I think I'm going to answer nothing just to see what Cedric does. Cedric's probably going to agree with Helmut and Henry, and if he does, that's fine, because it seems like that's where my responses are going to go anyways. So let's see what Cedric does after we say nothing. Cedric, Tessa, as soon as you're face to face with Sarina's killer, you have to be alert. So Helmut's just going to give some more advice. What does the killer look like? Pay attention to height, stature. All features are important. Likewise, pay attention to his voice. Even if it's technically distorted, certain features can give away the killer. Tessa, what if he doesn't engage in conversation? Try to make him talk with a bait question. What kind of question? What kind of question would that be, Helmut? Yeah, good question, Tessa. Bait question. What kind of... Well, I understand what bait question means. I gotta understand the definition, but what kind of bait question? Exactly. For example, how could you have been so careless? He'll engage, fearing he's been busted. However, as mentioned initially, first principle, no hasty or careless actions, Cedric. Are we clear? So Helmut's definitely pushing that idea that Cedric needs to kind of calm down and use more of his head rather than his muscles or whatever. Use more of his calm emotion rather than his erratic behavior. Tessa, he got it. Yeah, I got it. He's not happy about it. I certainly don't want to put Tessa in any unnecessary danger. Hannah. What do you gotta say? We saved Hannah's life. You better be thanking me, Hannah.
I'm sitting in Detective Strasser's police car. He wants to take me to the station for a testimony. You saved my life. I don't even know how to thank you. Without you, Tina would have never given up. I'll get in touch when I get home.
God, you're welcome. You're so welcome. Now, I wonder what would have happened if I didn't... We got really close to not saving Hannah, so I wonder what would have happened if I didn't actually save her. Clearly, we would have never gotten that video call. But is it even possible not to save Hannah? Would it have been possible to actually get... It's got to be. I mean, it was part of the game, right? I might have to go back through when this is all said and done and try to do other choices, make other decisions, and actually, I don't know, maybe try to lose. Maybe try to lose at the game, get as many people killed as possible. I don't know. This wanker already has the professor on his conscience, so let's get this son of a bitch. Nora. Oh, Nora. We are going to go on a date, Nora. I don't know how much longer I have to wait, but we got to be able to go on this date. I just can't believe it. The curse, the video, Sarina's ghost. Is all of this really true? It sure is. Yes, Nora. Now you know the whole terrible truth. I know this is hard to believe. It's a huge weight off my heart that I don't have to keep this secret any longer. Look, it's all true. It's the entire terrible truth, Nora. Now you know. Now you know why. I am the way I am. It's because I'm going to die tonight. That means tonight you are really going to... Oh, God. Tongue-tied. I had no idea. Right? This is why we need to get our date on the roll. We need to get going with our date. We need to get that nightcap going. Instead, I've been texting you for days while you were fighting for your survival. That's why you were always so short-spoken. Gabriella should never have sent you that video. Gabriella's not to blame. Sarina would have always found a way. I also wish everything had turned out differently. Nora, writing with you helped me get through the last few days. That is true as well. However, it's not Gabriella's fault. She didn't want to send it to us. We kind of wanted her to send it to us. And even if she didn't send it to us. Sarina would have force sent it to us. She force sent it to the entire group. We didn't send it to the rest of the group, and Sarina made sure that everyone saw it, including oh shoot, what's her name? Including Timon's sister. What's her name? Amelia. Amelia. Right. So, but you know what, Nora, writing with you helped me get through the last few days. That's very true. It tears me up to think that you might not be able, you might not be with me anymore tomorrow. That's why we have to make tonight count. Sorry, this is not about me. Tongue-tied, find the monster that did this to you. Find Sarina's killer. And if you need me, for no matter what, I would do anything for you. Oh, see, look, I knew we picked the right girl. I knew we picked Nora for a reason. Look, she loves us. She would do anything for us. She said it right there, and now I have it. It's screenshot, and you can't take it back. We have Dad that we're talking to. I need to talk to you, tongue-tied. It's about time. I think I need to talk to you as well. I know I was going to stop by your place, but these lies are eating me up inside. Whatever it is, you can tell me, Pops. You're really scaring me. Pops, tell me what's going on already. Look, whatever it is, you can tell me. What kind of lies are you talking about? I have a feeling we're about to find out that Dad had an affair with Sarina. Well, 18-year-old Sarina. I didn't tell you the whole truth about Sarina. Tongue-tied, I made a big mistake back then. What was the mistake? Saving her? Messing around with her? I didn't stop at just the one dinner date. Sarina has literally seduced me, saw me as her life savior. I was kind of, well, it impressed me. You have to believe me, I didn't want it to happen. Oh, so it's true. Dad had an affair with Sarina. Sarina was in love with Dad. Dad was smitten and, in his words, seduced. He was the life partner of Sarina. But we had spent nice evenings with good food and wine. Wine? Why? She's 18 years old. You can't be giving her wine. Well, I don't know. Then again, maybe in their country. I have no idea where they're at, but that could very well possibly be okay at 18. I don't know how to say it. Sarina and I, we had an affair. Right. How could you do that to Mom? I kind of suspected it. Damn it, Dad. Sarina was so much younger than you. An affair? How long did it last between you two? Apparently only a couple months because somebody killed her. But I kind of suspected it. Let's be real. I definitely kind of suspected that Dad had an affair. And then somehow I'm willing to bet that somehow Mom found out and took matters in her own hands and took out Sarina. It has to be. It has to be. I know there was a lot of speculation about Sylvia in the comments. Everybody was talking about how this was all revolved around Sylvia. You know, her two kids were killed. You know, Sarina was punishing Sylvia by killing off her kids and everything else. That's not. It's not the truth. It's not the truth. I was such an idiot back then, and I also kind of liked the fact that such a pretty young woman wanted more from me. You dirty dog. But it was a big mistake. I know that today, and I knew that then. I love your mother, Hannah, and you. You are everything to me. I hadn't thought about Sarina in years either. When she took her own life at the time, it was a course of great shock for me. However, as bad as it may sound, somehow I was also relieved that this game of hide and seek had come to an end. But when you came up with the newspaper report earlier, everything came back to me. I could no longer bear to continue lying to you. That's why I told Mom everything. So, okay, that makes sense, because Mom then came to us and was talking a little bit to us about the news report. So Dad, when we uncovered the newspaper report, he did go back and talk to Mom and told Mom everything that was going on. But Dad also believes right here that Sarina took her own life. Now, he's either lying right now and he killed Sarina, or he's telling the truth and he doesn't know, or he truly believes that Sarina killed herself. when in all actuality, we know that somebody did it to her. Somebody took her out. So it's one of the two. It's between dad and mom right now, right? It's got to be between dad and mom. Either dad did it and is still lying, but if he was lying right now, then I would think Sarina would be screwing with our phone. So I don't think he's lying. I think he's telling the truth. I think he truly believes that Sarina took her own life because he doesn't know that mom did. And mom never noticed anything. I bet she did. Ooh, there's a premium option right here. Did you know about her pregnancy? What's mom's reaction? So premium option right here. We're gonna do that. So did you know about her pregnancy? This would be a really good question for him. Oh, it's getting closer. It's 9 o'clock. 9:06. She was pregnant. He had no idea. So again, he's either lying or he truly had no idea. That's why she was so excited just before she died. I can't believe that Sarina was expecting a child from me. Right. You didn't put the rain jacket on when you went out into the storm. I'm in shock. So dad either is lying again or didn't know that Sarina was pregnant, which I feel like if he was lying right now, Sarina would be intervening. Would you have stayed with us if you had known about it? I'm sorry you have had to find out this way. Are you going to tell mom about this? I wonder if he would have stayed with us if he had known about it. Probably, right? Probably, unless mom kicked him out. But again, I think mom knows about all this. Tongue-tied, you have to believe me. You mean everything to me. I would never have left you. Please believe me, I had nothing to do with Sarina's death. Phone's not acting up, so he probably is telling the truth. Up until now, I assumed that Sarina committed suicide. And now I find out that she's pregnant. Right. Cedric's calling. He's at the cemetery with Tessa, getting ready to do the change, getting ready to do the swap.
All right, y'all. We're coming up on the grave right now, but there's not a soul in sight. God, I hope this guy shows up.
Nobody's around. Or they're watching you from a distance. They're watching you and you don't see them. I have to get some fresh air and digest all this. Very interesting. So now we're back with the organ party. Norma, Phil, please take care of yourselves. Be careful. Right. Tessa, what are you seeing, Tessa? Thank you. We will. Not seeing anything. Cedric. Well, watch out. Talk to you later. All right. Mom. What is going on with mom? Hello, sweetie. I still can't quite believe it. Still can't quite believe what, Mom? Aren't you supposed to be getting Sarina's files in the cemetery right now? How could your father do this to us? He put our family at risk. Dad deeply regrets this mistake, Mom. He will always be a family. We were always going to be a family. How are you coping? Dad deeply regrets this mistake. Look, we're always going to be a family, no matter what. No matter what, we're going to be a family. And see, this is the thing. Like, Mom's reaching out to us. An unknown is missing from the cemetery. If unknown was at the cemetery currently talking with Cedric, Mom wouldn't be talking to us, I don't think. Of course we will, but the beautiful evening yesterday and his emotional proposal this morning, and now he breaks my heart like this. Oh, that's got to be tough. Honestly, that's got to be kind of tough. Despite everything, however, it is important to me that you know one thing. Your father told me that the young woman was murdered shortly after they separated. Tongue-tied, As much as he hurt me, your father is not a murderer. Yeah, we know that. That's because Mom's a murderer. How can you be so sure? Say nothing. Look, I know he's not a murderer. It can't be Dad because the ghost box said she and her. That's really all I'm going off of. Dad had a feeling you might think that, but he couldn't hurt a fly. I'm so scared of spiders, but your dad is so gentle. He always picks them up and brings them out into the garden. Yes, he has made mistakes, but he is the most gentle man I know. He would never intentionally hurt anyone. I know that, Mom, but I think you would. And don't worry too much now, please. I know this is on your mind now, too. Of course, this is a huge shock for us at the moment, but somehow we will manage. I need some time to think about it now. Interesting. Oh, Cedric. So now that Mom's no longer talking to us, maybe she's now meeting up with Cedric.
We're almost at the grave, but there's something eerie going on here. Can you hear that?
Birds? It was just birds. All I heard was birds. All I heard were jam burbs. Oh, organ party. Okay. Are you guys okay? Did you see that too? Was that Sarina? What? I didn't see or hear anything. Cedric, Tessa, answer please. Did anyone else see something? I didn't see anything. We're okay, guys. But you can't imagine how creepy it is here. I think my sister was here. I could feel her. Interesting. I didn't see anything. Did anyone else see something? And I could hear whispering in the bushes. All I could hear was dry crunching leaves under Cedric's heavy feet. That was clearly Sarina's voice. What are you talking about? I didn't hear anything. We gotta hurry. We'll text after the handover. Let me see if I can find this video. No? Okay. So let's try to watch this video over again.
We're almost at the grave, but there's something eerie going on here. Can you hear that?
I don't hear or see anything. We're counting on you, Tessa. Look after Cedric. Watch your surroundings. The killer must be nearby. Keep a squirrel on your head and watch every single direction, every angle. The killer's got to be nearby. We will, but nothing to see so far. Keep a squirrel on your head. My team and I are on standby. If anything should happen, we can intervene very fast. So they are there, I guess. Or maybe they're close by. They're a little ways away. Freaking Elkie. Oh dear. I really don't have a good feeling. Hopefully nothing happens to them. Everything will be fine, Elkie. I'm shiting my pants right now. It's our last chance. I don't even want to imagine what will happen if the kidnapper doesn't show up. We die. That's what happens. Henry, are you going to be very long? Where is Henry? I'm so nervous I can't hold my wine glass with one hand. Well, if you're drinking wine correctly, you should be drinking wine in a big enough glass that you have to hold on with two hands anyways. Cedric's calling us again. Oh,
Now we're standing in front of the grave.
Oh, is that what they meant by is that Sarina? So they're right there at Sarina's grave. I'll be at your house in a minute, Norma. I'll just get your things and be right back. Enos was going to Dr. Leitner's house for some reason. I wonder why. Maybe she'll tell us here. Sorry, tongue-tied. I just got back home now. What were you saying before about Dr. Leitner? I don't want to discuss anything with him. If you don't want to discuss anything with him, then why were you going to his house? That doesn't make any sense. WTF. I didn't write that? What do you mean you didn't write that? Someone wrote to him in your name. Are you sure? Are you sure, Ines? It sure does look like you wrote it. Hello? Hello? Of course I'm sure. It's not even my current profile picture. I did notice that. That wasn't her same profile picture. What is this all about, tongue-tied? Why would anyone want to meet with him on my behalf? Or why would he make it up? I'll find out. I'd like to know that too. Something's very fishy here. Something's very fishy here. I wonder why. Yeah, I noticed that the profile picture didn't match, but I don't remember if I said anything. Please get back to me as soon as you know what's going on. So I think we're going to be talking with Cedric and the organ party. I thought for sure it was going to be Dr. Leitner. Guys, I don't know. I don't know if I want to show you this. Come on, Cedric. We don't have time for that kind of game. Just show us, Cedric. What is this? Oh, it's Dr. Leitner! No way! Looks like his neck is broken. What does that mean? Why would Sarina's killer also kill Leitner? Was Leitner involved in this case after all? Do you think Sarina killed him? I can't believe that. What? It definitely wasn't Sarina based off of the picture that we saw. Sarina would use the correct profile and everything. Like that it's just not Sarina. So why would Sarina's killer also kill Leitner? Unless Leitner started figuring it out. I think Leitner was looking into it as well in the end. And interesting. Why would Sarina's killer also kill Leitner? I can't believe it. Our boss is dead. Our boss is jam dead. Maybe he was an accomplice and our killer wanted to eliminate this lead. Cedric, hang on. There's something shining in the dirt. Must be his cell. Oh, they're going to think Enos did it. And there's a sheet of paper underneath. All right, Cedric. Let us know. Come on, Cedric. We need to know what's going on with this letter. What's going on with this cell phone? Could be a letter. Actually, I should tell you not to touch anything. This is a potential scene of a murder. Forensics would jump down my throat if they saw what I'm about to write now. Helmut's going to be like, we need to know what's on that letter. Find out what it is and send us a photo of it. Well, we're not going to be able to use that kind of evidence in the case anymore. Time is short and therefore there's no time for official procedures. It's actually a letter. I think it's for us. No way. No way Leitner would have a letter for us. Oh, it's a damn long letter. It's a suicide note. There's no way Leitner would be doing this. All right. This suicide note is addressed to my quote-unquote organ party member, as well as my family, my 2 children, and my ex-wife. I have been consumed by guilt for days, and it is time to face my dark past and face the final consequence, death. About 15 years ago, I met Sarina as a young nurse. She was caring, kind-hearted, and simply gorgeous. I was still married to my ex-wife at the time, so I had to ignore those thoughts and feelings. However, Sarina did everything she could to make this very difficult for me. At some point, I could no longer defend myself. We had an affair which should lead to unbelievable suffering. A few weeks later, Sarina told me that she was pregnant. My complete existence could have been wiped out by this mistake. I ordered Sarina to the wishing bridge to buy her silence. However, she wouldn't accept the money. Became hysterical and threatened to tell my wife everything. In a knee-jerk reaction, I pushed her off the bridge. This is the greatest atrocity I have ever committed in my life, killing a pregnant woman out of selfishness. I loathed myself for living with it for so long. 15 years later, my past was to catch up with me. Jonathan Mueller had perfectly reconstructed the entire course of events. He pushed me into a corner, and I had only one possibility. Due to years of paranoia, I had hidden a gun in the garage. Jonathan now had to surrender his life as well as did Kiara. Oh, he killed Kiara? No way. I realized I was caught in a spiral. This story can only be allowed to see one more death, mine. You will find Kiara at the old paper mill. Farewell, Sebastian. Oh my gosh. He killed Kiara. It was Sebastian Leitner the entire time. We got the suicide note and everything. It's all typed out. Black and white right there. It was Sebastian Leitner. It was Dr. Leitner the whole time. I mean, we knew that he had an affair with Sarina 15 years ago, but we thought that Sarina forgave him for coming clean. We thought that was the truth. We thought that was the case, but it seemed like Jonathan was getting close to figuring out that it was Leitner. Leitner killed Jonathan, and it looks like he took out Kiara. He killed Kiara. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Who would have thought that? So it was Leitner after all. I had such a funny feeling about him all the time. I knew it. I didn't expect this at all. I gotta say, I did not expect this at all. I didn't think it was Leitner at all. I kind of feel bad for sussing Mom now. I kind of feel bad for thinking that it was Mom this whole time. Oh, I can't believe it. Wait a minute, there's something else. Look at this. It's a syringe. A needle and a syringe. Did he inject himself and overdose that way? Leitner must have injected himself with some kind of poison or something. Some type of drug. He probably injected himself with it. Please don't touch the syringe. The crime scene unit is already on the way. And I'm heading to the paper mill right away. It's not far from here. Oh, I hope Kiara's okay. I have a bad feeling that Kiara's not going to be there. You'll have to take me there. Cedric wants to go to the paper mill. Probably not a good idea. I need to know what happened to Kiara. Probably not a good idea, but I kind of agree. Kind of need to see what happened. I positioned myself 2 streets away. We'll be with you in a moment, Cedric. Please report back as soon as possible. Is the curse now broken? So Sarina has finally found her redemption. What does this mean now for us? I feel like we're talking about Leitner and Kiara. Now, if Leitner did do all this, I'm not too worried about Leitner being dead, but we're talking about Kiara being dead right now, and all that we have on our mind is the curse is broken now, right? Like, we're saved. I don't have to worry about dying anymore, right? Don't worry about Kiara, but I don't have to worry about dying anymore, right? Man. So I wonder if Sarina has found her redemption. That's wild. I can't believe it was Leitner. The clues don't match. It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up to... It does, but it doesn't. The one clue that doesn't add up to Leitner is the ghost box. And I always keep going back to this ghost box, but the ghost box says you must get her before she kills again. Didn't say he, didn't say him, it said her and she. I don't even dare say this, but I actually assume that Sarina's murderer has received his just punishment, and she's finally got her revenge. When Cedric called us from the cemetery just before, you also saw this apparition, right? With this, Sarina must have shown us that her bond to this world was cut. I still can't believe it. Then the spook has really come to an end. I never saw the apparition. What apparition are they talking about? Tongue-tied, at midnight, we will have a toast together. I'm also incredibly relieved. I can't believe it yet. But we should wait with the celebrations until Cedric and Strasser report back. Oh no. Tongue-tied, we are now on our way to the paper mill. Oh, I hope Sarina's okay. I hope she's just like tied up or something. But I have a feeling it's not going to be good. I really hope Kiara's okay. Me too. I know Leitner said he didn't hurt her, but he was a sick bastard. What if he did something to her after all? I'm sure Kiara's fine. I'm not going to say that because I really don't know. Don't even go there. We have to be prepared for the worst case scenario. I think that's important to say. Look, Cedric, I hope she's okay, but we need to be prepared for the worst case scenario right now. And I understand that probably worsened our relationship, but you need to prepare yourself because it doesn't sound good. Thanks for the encouraging words, but one thing is for sure. Kiara is one of the strongest people I know. Well, I hope she's okay. She is most definitely fine. I hope you're right, Cedric. It all still feels so odd, though. I still can't believe the curse is broken. I still have no idea. I didn't see any apparitions. The last few days have felt like half a lifetime, and now we're really made up. Or we've really made it. Sorry, tongue-tied. I have to be strong for Kiara now. I'll let you know if there's any news. And then we have Nora. We're going to actually end it right here. And when we come back, we will talk to Nora. Now, I've done this for everyone. We're going to go through Dr. Leitner's photos in remembrance of Leitner. Now, he's very possible that he's a monster and that he's behind all this, but I still think that he's not. I still have a feeling that it's something completely different. I just don't know if it's him. I mean, he had an affair with Sarina 15 years ago. In the suicide note, it claims that she was threatening to tell his wife, so he pushed her off the bridge. But a lot of the clues don't match up. Well, maybe not a lot. Some of the clues don't match up. It definitely matches Leitner, right? It definitely matches like some of the clues, like, yes, Leitner had an affair. We know that. But also, Sarina forgave him. When he came out with the truth, she forgave him. So, again, why? It doesn't make sense that he would be the killer. I don't know. But it seems like Leitner was the one that did it. And supposedly, we're going to look at it one more time. One more time. See if we can see this apparition. I still have no idea. I never once saw any of these apparitions. We're going to look one more time, see if we can actually see this apparition.
We're almost at the grave, but there's something eerie going on here. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like it's like bad connection. I don't know. Either way, I hope you guys are enjoying the sign. Hit that like button. Leave me a comment down below. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and join the Tethered. As always, thanks for watching. Love you all, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.